What's it like seeing Matty Elam out here?
I mean, it's great, man. Me and Matt got a close relationship. I mean, he's been there since I got here to college, so I mean, any advice that I needed coming up through college, I mean, I always felt free to talk to him.
He's being very emotional over here, saying how he feels like he let people down that looked up to him, including you, maybe. I mean, he mentioned all the young DBs. How have you supported him?
I mean, I'm always being in the corner. I mean, everybody makes bad decisions, good decisions. So, I mean, you just got to move forward from him. I mean, now, I mean, he's a great guy. He's always been a great guy, so he just put that behind him. He just want to better himself as a person on and off the field.
How's he look?
Great, great. I mean, he's moving great. I mean, still like he was back here.
Good deal. So what's the process been like for you?
It's great, man. It's new. I just look forward to everything that I've been through up to this point. I mean, just take advantage of all my opportunities.
Have you been working with any other former Florida defensive backs like Vernon Hargreaves, Tease Tabor?
I mean, no, I've just been training up to get prepared for the combine and prepare for pro day.
How has the process gone? I mean, the interviews, your results. How do you feel like you've done?
I feel like I've done great. Could have done better, but I mean, it's a tough process. I mean, you just have to keep a level head and I mean, just stay prayed up, and that's what I've been doing.
Tough process. What's the hard part?
I mean, you just gotta. You're a grown man now. You out on your own. You gotta carry yourself in a professional way. I mean, it's no more the little boy thinking. I mean, you passed this level, so I mean, it's all about maturing and thinking as a grown man.
What teams did you have? I remember Keanu talking a couple years ago, like he was talking to John Elway, and it was like, whoa, that was cool. Did you have any moments like that during the interviews or during any of your dealings?
I mean, it was just a dream come true to go to the combine and be in all those rooms with head coaches that I've been watching since I was being able to play the game of football. I mean, I wasn't nervous. I was just going there and being myself. And, I mean, just talking about life, talking about football.
Any stand out to you?
I mean, all of them. Just having the opportunity to go in and talk to him.
You talked to Belichick?
Yeah. Real cool guy, laid back guy in the room, but I mean, I know he's a hard coach. I mean, he wants the best for you. So, I mean, just being able to be around him and just get his feedback is great.
No doubt.
How's the interview process gone? Any weird questions or anything like that?
No, sir.
What have your times and all that been? Where do you feel like you fit in that there, or do you think too much emphasis is even put on that stuff?
I mean, as you can see, it's a lot of emphasis put on the time. But I mean, at the end of the day, you got to play football. But I still wanted to go out and compete at a high level and show my best at all the things that I've done.
What do you feel like you put some good times out there?
Yes, sir, no doubt.
And on film, what do you think you showed teams?
Man, I can play all three positions. I'm physical. I mean, I'm fluent. I got great ball skills. I just want to sharpen up on my eye control and be more consistent with tackling.
What's the feedback like from coaches that you talk to?
I mean, it's great, like I said. They like the way I play, like the way I move. Just being able to, you know what I'm saying, just play all three positions and basically just showing that I'm a competitor. I just want to help the team any way I could.
Antonio Callaway, how's he look? I know he missed last season, but how's he looking to you?
Still looking the same to me. I feel like he ain't lose a beat, he ain't lose a step. So, I mean, just having him out here to showcase his ability at the combine and at pro day.
Do you think he's going to surprise teams?
A lot of teams, a lot of people as well.
I think a lot of people seem to surprised at how quick Taven Bryan's jumped up.
Yeah.
What's your take on where he's being considered in the draft?
I feel like it's no surprise. I mean, the guy's an animal. I mean, he comes out to practice and shows it. I mean, he shows it in the game. Taven has always been a good friend of mine since we first got here. I mean, we came in together, so I mean, we always had that close relationship and that tight bond.
One thing he said is that the current players are, I forget the words he was using, yoked up because of the strength program. He said they really look swole.
Yeah,
swole.
I mean,
swole was one of them too.
A lot of guys have changed, body types have changed. I mean, I feel like it's a maturity thing to me. I mean, just knowing you have to step up and handle yourself in the right way.
Do you feel like it has anything to do with just a change in that program?
No, I wouldn't say. Sometimes you have to be accountable yourself. You just can't put everything on the strength coaches, the head coaches. I mean, nobody in the building. Sometimes you have to just hold yourself accountable.
There's such a tradition here of just successful DBs in the NFL just kind of coming out here. Do you kind of feel like it's up to you? You're the next step of the group to come in?
I most definitely feel like I'm up next. I don't have no doubt in my game. I mean, I've always been confident. I just want to come out and showcase my ability.
What is it about playing here, defensive back at Florida, that just translates so well to the NFL level?
I mean, it's a tradition. I mean, you have guys who's been in the league, who's in the league now. I mean, you always been close to those guys. I mean, you always get feedback from those guys. I mean, it's just a thing that we carry. It's a passion that we carry.
How do you think you did today?
I feel like I've done great. I feel like I could have done a lot better, but I mean, it's the way life goes. But other than that, I feel like I did good.
What do you think? How do you think Coach Mullen? I mean, do you like that he like Matzio, Antonio? I mean, guys that maybe slipped up, but he welcomed him back.
I mean, it's great. I mean, once you're good, you're always good. That's how I look at it. So being for those guys being able to come back and be in front of the school, the organization, I mean, NFL team, I mean, it's great.
Matt's in an interesting situation. What do you see from him working out there with him?
I mean, Matt still can move. I mean, that's how I look at it. I mean, he's still fluent. I mean, he didn't lose a step.
What do you think of him when he was a college player?
Matt?
Yeah.
I mean, Matt, like I said, Matt was a guy I looked up to. I mean, he was a tough physical player, hard-hitting safety. I mean, his game was just amazing. I mean, I just love watching him.
I think was he a first-team All-American?
I
think he was.
I want to say yes.
Yeah. Not many of those.
No, it don't happen too often.
Has he given you any advice, helped you out throughout this process?
I mean, I feel like it's been kind of busy right now, so I haven't been able to reach out to a lot of people. A lot of people haven't been able to reach out to me because of the process. I mean, they know what it takes. They know they've been through it. So, I mean, being out here, I mean, me and Matt have talked. There's no loss in friendship.
How much have you just? I think we asked you this before your final game, but just how much have you grown since you got to Florida and just got more comfortable with yourself and being able to handle things like the interview process that maybe a couple of years ago might not have been something you wanted to do?
I mean, just going through it a lot. I mean, you're gonna get used to it. Like I said, maturity thing. So I feel like I matured a lot from when I got here to now. So yeah, I just feel like that's the biggest thing.
What do you mean that's the biggest thing?
I mean, just being mature. You have to make the right decisions. I mean, like I said, you can't make little boy decisions. It's all about being able to up your game. I mean, up your level of thinking.
Have you leaned on Nick Collins at all going through this process or no?
I talked to my brother a couple times. I mean, it's been kind of busy. I know he's kind of busy, so we haven't been able to talk a lot. But I mean, anytime I want to talk to him, I mean, I always feel free to talk to him. I mean, he always called me, hit me up as well.
What does he tell you?
I mean, just enjoy it. Last thing we talked about, when the article was put out, he was like, I mean, his time in the league was amazing. Right now it's time to focus on me, make my name for myself. I mean, his career was great, so right now he's always been in my corner. He's going to be there 100%.
I never been asked this, but what kind of feedback are you getting?
I mean, I'm getting a lot of great feedback. Teams like my physicality. They like the way I move, and I mean, I can play all three positions.
Any team in particular?
I mean, all the teams I've talked to, I can't just name off the top of my head.
Who was your favorite team growing up?
Green Bay, of course. Growing up watching him, I've been a Packer fan until whoever drafted me.
How many Pro Bowls he made?
I want to say at least three.
You made a few.
3 or 4.
You gonna stay in Dixie County for their draft? Are you gonna go somewhere or what?
I was thinking about staying in Dixie County, but I mean, we're gonna go to Orlando and run out a big place. I mean, it depends on if I get the call to the draft or if I don't. That's how we're looking at it right now. We're just taking it slow.
Have you gotten any round feedback yet?
Not right now.
Do you have a preference of what position you want to play?
I mean, whoever teams need me.
Where do you think you're best? I mean, you really shined at nickel. Do you like playing nickel? I mean, that seemed like a position you were great at.
I like playing all, but I mean, as you can see, a lot of teams are now nickel 10, 11 personnel. So I mean, nickel's always on the field, and the coaches felt like I need to slide back in, so I just went back in. I mean, just made all the plays I could make.